Hey! Chop rice, chop rice, chop rice, chop rice, no meat.
Hi guys, welcome back to Otaku from the North. It's still Shima over here, your favorite otaku from the north side of Africa, and I want to start off this new video with an apology. I know it's been a minute. I know it's been like a very long minute since I last uploaded any content, but honestly, something just got in the way, something I didn't expect. What's that? A job. Yeah. I became a contributing member to society, but I didn't like that, so I ran away, and I'm back with y'all again. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, it was a very shitty job, slave 9 to 5, more like 8 to 6 type thing. But I don't even want to talk about it. Let's get down to business. I've been thinking, I've been plotting, I've been scheming on new content, new videos for you guys. I sat down, took my time to create this, and I'm just glad to have the opportunity to share my thoughts, my opinions, my rants, and everything again with you guys. So on the list of things that we're gonna talk about, I decided that I wanna make the channel more like informative and educational, edutainment. I think that's what they call it. But I wanna like really pass messages across to you guys, and I want to use the platform for like positive stuffs. And what better way for us to start with the positive stuffs than this?
Game is game. FBI, open up!
I mean, it's not my fault if you expected better. Shame on y'all. Shame on all y'all who thought I was going to use my editing skills for the greater good. That's not what I came here for. That's not what you came here for. We came here to see me double down on my intrusive thoughts and get that YouTube money. Come on, guys. Think, guys. Think, otakus. Anyways, I want to give a shout out and welcome to every new subscriber who's just stumbling upon the page, or who was referred, who was put on by somebody. Welcome. Glad to have you here. And a special shout out to every returning viewer or day one subscriber. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me and holding it down, even though I haven't been dropping content. I've been absent for a while and all that, but I'm back and I'm here to stay, and I'm going to be updating the channel as much as I can. For the day one subscribers and returning viewers, y'all know that the first ever video I dropped was a video titled Anime Recommendations for Beginners. The video has been out for a while now, but I think it's still fresh. I think it's still an awesome watch. You should go check it out. I'll leave the link to the video in the description. But then again, how many videos I get for the channel? I mean, trust me, you know the video when you see it. So I still want y'all opinions on that video, comments, the whole shebang. Today what we're going to be doing is, I know that there are different practices, different techniques, different hobbies and stuff people like to do when they're about to engage in a movie, in a series, in an anime. Whether it's turning off all the lights or having popcorn, food with you, all that type of stuff. So today I'm going to be highlighting and listing some tips and tricks to enjoying or enhancing your anime watching experience, or your anime journey all around. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have some controversial takes. I'm gonna definitely spit some things that'll piss people off, but that's what we're here for. The madness that comes with the channels and people's point of views and opinion. At the end of the day, it's just my opinion in it. So if you hate, if you don't agree, please fight me in the comments. Fight me in the comments. That's what this channel is all about, for us to share opinions and just have a laugh, have a good time. But, don't take too much offense. Just make sure you have a good time. And yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, abandon your moral compass. I think this is very self-explanatory, but I shall elaborate. So your moral compass is really not going to help you where we're going on this ride called anime. In fact, it's going to do you more harm than good, because 9 times out of 10, manga authors, the anime writers, they love to put us, the viewers, us, the readers, us, the fans, into a perpetual state of moral dilemma. Like, we don't know who's good, we don't know who's bad. We have an idea of who's good, who's bad, but then it's always gonna be that one episode where you realize that this nigga killed his entire village just to save his baby brother and eventually save the whole world. You know how the anime authors like to do it. Case in point, let me bring up Promise Neverland. We all thought that Isabella was, a saint mother from the beginning and things like that. I mean, if you've been watching anime for a long time, definitely you'd have your suspicions and things like that. But then watching the story, you get to realize that this Isabella chick was just a mad woman You know, she was an antagonist, and then at the same time, when you go deeper into her story, you realize that she really didn't have a choice. It was either die a meaningless death or be a demon meat farmer and show the kids love before eventually they go on to be killed and sold off. You know what I'm trying to say? So it was like you get that sense of hopelessness from her, and then it's like I don't even know how to feel about this stuff. I'm not gonna bring up the clip, but let's talk about One Piece. When we're talking about the story between the story of Doflamingo, it's like, bruh, I hated seeing that story because I really wanted to hate Doflamingo. So you know, things like that, man. And when it comes to anime and the way they portray good and evil, the writers always make it seem like, you know, good and evil is like a concept. Today somebody is good, tomorrow somebody is bad. You know, your worst enemy could be the person that helps you today and things like that. I mean, come on. Let's not even deep into like Dragon Ball Z and Vegeta and things like that, bruh.
There's no such thing as fair or unfair in battle. That's my
So yeah, abandon your moral compass and just kind of like putting that aside, not judging the characters for face value, at least until you know you get really deep into the story, really deep into the plot, will actually help you to enjoy anime because you know, like you won't pause and stop watching the show just because this nigga that I hate has now become the cornerstone of the story. At least that's how I feel. Killing my conscience and killing my moral compass has allowed me to enjoy anime a lot because personally I'm a light fan. Like I wasn't happy the way Death Note ended. Awesome anime, but I really feel like Light didn't deserve to die. For me, Light has always been and will always be a good guy. Call me twisted or whatnot, but yeah. So that's how I feel about that. Abandon your moral compass and just like not put a label of good and evil on anybody will save your peace of mind because the authors are gonna mess you up. Let's not even talk about Mishoku Tensei. I have a special 2-hour video ranting about that one. But yeah, abandon your moral compass. That's really just it. So I know this is one people are gonna have a challenge with, especially because it's harder when you're trying to get into anime than otakus that are already into the whole anime landscape, the whole anime universe, talking from experience because I also had a bit of a challenge with certain types of anime when I was starting out that I didn't find quote unquote aesthetically appealing. Specifically, I'm talking about CGI animation. I'm not even just talking about CGI anime, I'm talking about like CGI animation as a whole. It's just never really, it was never really for me. The characters felt ugly and bulky and clunky, and I felt like because of the CGI there was a lot of like mad lib stuff that could be done, like a lot of flexibility that the characters couldn't be able to do. Like I can't think of, you know, how Attack on Titan would have been if it was animated in CGI. But please don't let that take away from the fact that there are some awesome CGI anime out there. I'm talking about CGI animations like Ajin. I'm talking about animations like Knights of Sidonia. I'm talking about even the new Trigon Stampede anime, Promare. There's a lot of good CGI animes out there. But I'm not even just trying to fixate on CGI anime right now. I'm talking about anime that has a completely weird animation style or completely weird look than what you're used to from seeing mainstream anime or what people usually recommend. I'm talking about like anime that at first glance you're like, what the fuck is that? You know, so what I'm trying to say, I'm talking about animes like GTO, the animes like JoJo Bizarre Adventures. I don't even know what to say. But yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. Nowadays I practically watch anything. I really practically watch anything. Please don't, let that the animation style take away from the fact that there are some weirdly animated or strangely looking but awesome animation shows. I'm talking about, shows like how some people find Mob Psycho weird, to be honest, because some animations don't look redefined and things like that. But I mean, man, there are some awesome shows that you might never get to see if you can't overcome the whole this anime looks really old, or this anime is so old and then it's now over long, so how am I going to get into this? I'm talking about animations, like especially olden animations that started back in like the 90s and the manga goes even back even further. Animes like One Piece, it has over 1,000 episodes now, but then back then the animation was it was something else. And then we still have other anime like Fully Cooley, GTO, Great Teacher Onizuka. We have Wolf's Rain. There's a lot of anime out there that at first look, it looks weird. You might not be able to get into it, but always give an anime a shot. Honestly, my principle is, if I can't get into the anime in the first 2 or 3 episodes, then yeah, probably it's not for me, or it's just not that good. But honestly, give every anime a chance. You have to understand that sometimes an anime is animated in a certain type of way because, number one, it could be the budget of the studio. Number two, it could be that was just the best way they could do it. Or number three, that was literally the vision that the author had when he was working on the anime. That was a factor to draw you into the whole anime experience. Look at Beastars. When you watch Beastars, you're captivated by the story. You don't really even think too much about the CGI because it works. So yeah, don't let what people are recommending or what's mainstream on the TV these days. Everybody can't be ufotable. Yeah, everybody can't be ufotable. Everybody can't be Mappa. But each animation studio and each anime is diverse in their own way, and don't let it take away from allowing you to have an awesome experience at that. Always remember that the animation style is sometimes a factor to making your anime experience wholesome and enjoyable, and don't let anybody spoil that for you. Look at animes like Uzumaki. It's weird when you look at it. If not for the whole studio switching fiasco that kind of like crippled the animation, it would have been a mad one. But yeah, don't let people stop you from watching anime just because it looks weird or looks wonky. So yeah, and honestly, don't forget that there are shows out there that have the funding, shows that have the backing, the animation studios, but they're just expensive trash. They're beautiful nonsense, hot garbage. Not taking shots at anybody, but to call a few names. So yeah, I think this is an easy enough to understand and agreeable point that I don't have to rant on this as much as I did for the last 2 points. But yeah, try as much as you can to watch anime series that have already been completed or have gone far, or have released a good and quantifiable amount of episodes, so you don't have to be waiting every Thursday every week for a new episode to drop on Anime
Pahe.
Sharmuta, how do I describe you? Anime Paihachi. You understand what I'm trying to say? I understand that sometimes it's cool to follow episode by episode, especially when you're a content creator trying to review episodes, or you're just trying to be part of the conversation, and so that you can avoid spoilers from TikTok and from friends and things like that, especially also in cases where we're witnessing like humanity level, cultural level events like the return of Bleach and Dan and so on and so forth, that kind of thing. I was really locking episode by episode when Chainsaw Man was dropping, you understand? But personally, I'm more of a kind of, if an anime is 25 episodes, wait for 20 episodes to drop, and then because I could probably binge watch those whole 20 episodes in half a day. I don't know how others watch anime, but I just want like that. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm more of a fan of letting the anime stockpile up, let the episodes stockpile up, and then I dig in. Though everybody is different. I'm not saying wait for the entire franchise to drop, because man, imagine you're watching something like the Fate series or Neon Genesis Evangelion. That means you start there, your children to complete the series for you. You get what I'm trying to say? So yeah, man. In the long run, I think just going after anime that have already been completed or have already dropped a considerable amount, and or at least the manga has finished, because if the manga has finished, then you know one way or the other they are definitely going to finish this anime. So yeah, and hey, if you don't know where to look for anime, like I said, you can check out Anime Pahi, or bruh, hit me up, like literally just send me an email with link and then I'll give you anime. And if you're somewhere else in this world that's not in Africa, hey, you can always buy me a ticket. I'm going to bring the anime to you, so you know what it is. Watch anime that's already been completed and stop being a masochist putting yourself through weekly pay, because one thing you definitely don't want to happen is to lose the vibe or lose the fire for an anime series that you're already locked in and enjoying. I mean, anime authors and manga artists aren't God. I mean, I like to believe that God himself is the one that created Summertime Render, because that anime is way too good. But yeah, imagine a case where you're locked in on the first 5 episodes and then there's a delay, and then you now watch something else and you come back and you're not vibing with it like you used to. Nobody wants that. So yeah, just chill, my G. There's a lot of anime. There are millions and tons of anime. Go watch something else and come back. Yeah. So I have no idea why the video I budgeted 7 minutes in my head is leaning towards 20 minutes, but oh well, you know me, once you get me talking about anime, I cannot stop. So real quick for you guys, as we're approaching the last tip, I have some bonus tips for you guys. Number one is explore multiple genres. Emeka, leave battle shonen alone. There's more to life than battle shonen anime. Yes, come at me if you wish, but there's more to life than Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Balls, Demon Slayer, JJK. Leave battle shonen alone. Touch some romance and drama like Violet Evergreen. Touch some sci-fi thriller like Steins Gate. Leave these things, my G's. Touch some horror and suspense anime like Another. Like, for real, there's a whole plethora of anime that you can try out and be introduced into some new good stuff. So try out different anime. Another tip is that, for real, you should acknowledge that people won't like what you like. I mean, everybody has different tastes, like I've said like multiple times in this video already, but you could really like a proper and good anime, and then people are just going to tell you that they don't like it because of the main character or this or that. That's me. I'm one of those people. I literally stopped watching Black Clover because Asta was shouting too much, but actually I'm going back to that. I think it's time that I give Black Clover another try. So yeah, people are not always going to like what you like or acknowledge what you acknowledge, or even like agree with your opinions on like what main character is the best or strongest or this or that. Acknowledge that everybody has their own respective opinion, and that should not like encroach on your opinion or on your listening and enjoying experience of anime and stuff like that. You know what I'm trying to say. And last but not the least, I think this is, before I give you guys the major tip number 4, I think this is like the most important tip that you should probably take into consideration ever. So remember that one time when I said your moral compass doesn't do shit for you in anime? I'd like to make an amendment. Your moral compass and the part of your brain that deals with people's ages also doesn't do shit for you, because man, just leave behind your whole concept of what aging is in anime, because your wife was either way too young or extremely old. I mean, bruh, like I don't know what to tell you, man. Just don't think too much about the ages of characters in anime. If you see a woman with white hair, just assume she's in high school. And if you see a short ass girl, just assume that she has 2 kids. Yeah, man. So that's it. On to the last tip. Yo, I did not expect this video to go on for this long. Honestly, shout out to everybody who's still watching or who made it this far in the video. Y'all are honestly the real MVPs. Honestly, you know how it is with me. When you get me talking about anime, I just can't stop. And I mean, for as many people that have made it this far in the video, I hope you grabbed something. I hope you got some nice anime recommendations, or you got a laugh, or you got some information you didn't know. Honestly, I don't know what you got, but hey, I appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching and things like that. We're basically here at the end of the video. I just have to give you guys one more tip, the final tip. That's like my major tip in the whole ocean of knowledge that I've dropped for you guys today. And are you guys ready for it? Drum roll please. Tip number 4 is subscribe to the channel. I mean, what you thought it was. Obviously, the best way to enjoy anime and have an awesome anime experience is to have a plug, a hookup, a new anime that's coming out. We're talking recommendations, we're talking about content, we're talking about just the plug for all that good stuff. Hey, I know that I haven't been in action for a while, but I'm promising you guys that I'm gonna be more consistent with the drops, with the content, a whole lot of new stuff coming out, like interviews. There's a otaku convention I'm about to attend real soon. Expect some good content from that. And hey yo, I'm here for you guys, so I need you guys to also be here for me by subscribing to the channel and liking the video. It really does help out the channel and will give me more motivation to drop more content. But even if you don't, I mean, I'm still gonna do it because of how much love I have for anime. And also, you know, hit that notification bell so you guys get the update as soon as any new content, any pim or any bam drops from the channel. You know what it is. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me, for watching the video. I hope you do have fun, and make sure, you know, like I said, you hit that subscribe button, and also follow the channel on Instagram and TikTok. We're up on Instagram and TikTok where I drop some side quests, anything that I don't really want to drop on YouTube, that kind of thing. So yeah, and on that note, you already know who it is, and if you don't, this is Shima from OTAKU from the North signing out.